I'm going to the Hvh scene, or at least trying to, as you can see from the video title. And it's mostly because I don't find Hvh funny anymore, and I haven't enjoyed it in quite a while.
Biggest issue in CS cheating. If you're talking about in general, I think it's the people that just don't want to play anymore. It's a good thing, but you also have these people that have seen videos from like 2016, 2018 and be like, oh, I can make a better video.
Fucking hate this game, hate this cheat, hate this HVH thing. I'm just stuck in this, but I just want to do something else.
If not years, the game is gonna, like, in a year, if the game is dead, like, the game is gonna be dead because of how nothing they do for the game.
A lot of you motherfuckers kept saying that 2018 was the best year for HVH, and that is why there is the Colloseum.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days.
To say if something is dying, we need to know the living form of it. In this scenario, we would need some player-based statistics that you can't really get, but hey, there is still a way to somewhat answer this question. Most of you will probably just look for the community servers, and I did it too. But let me tell you, it ain't telling you shit because you don't really know how many players have played before and how many games are happening on Valve servers. One of the few things that normally helps identifying a dead game is Steam charts and YouTube. Okay, so welcome in voiceover over the voiceover, if that makes any sense. But I completely forgot while writing the scripts 2 months ago that I did indeed made a post on Reddit, right? To ask people what do they think about it. Is HVH dying or not? There's also so many other posts because this one has only 20 comments. So there's not a lot, but it's still a number, right? There is other posts that I'm gonna talk about later. But hey, I made a question. Is HVH dying? What do you guys think? Almost everybody here said, hey, it's already dead, bro. Never lose versus never lose. HVH is rotting corpse at this point. Like, hopefully, yeah, who the fuck is still playing that shit? Yes, let it die. Died with fake angles. It's been dead for several years. When was it even popping, right? And everyone here, besides Imitar, that all of you should know, right, is the owner of Evolve or administrator on there. I'm not really sure. I think he's the owner, one of the owners on Evo, and he's also owner of Unmatched. Yeah, I'm on Unmatched. He's actually owning Unmatched. Judging from the player numbers of Unmatched, it shows a slight decline during the second half of 2022. However, numbers are rising again. A lot of players keeps coming back to CSGO, keeps playing the game, and that is statistically proven. That is right, Steam charts, YouTube, all of this thing says that. And if you go on the Imitar profile, right? And if you go on his profile, there's like a day ago, someone said HVH is dead. Bullshit, numbers are rising for months by now. So if you just go over the second post that I found, like 10 months ago, right? I heard CSGO is kinda dying. Do you still HVH as much as you used to, or do you have found a new hobby? It is like a Beat Saber is fine, man, HVH is boring. Yeah, it's gotten a lot more boring. HVH is boring. Like, everyone keeps saying that A is boring, it's dead, or something. Like Rimworld and Stardew, that's all it used to HVH alone, but actually switched to playing the game normally and got decent at peaked. Whatever. There are a lot of people that says A is just stupid because of the exploits, right? Most of them are saying because of the exploits. So if you go over to Unmatched, there is 174 people online, 29 in queue, and 58 playing in a game on 4:50 p.m. EU on a third-party site for HVH that, let's be honest, someone probably knew, a lot of people probably knew about it, but ain't using it for some reason, or like don't want to. It's really competitive. So if there's that many players on a competitive side of CSGO, of HVH, on a third party, just EU, because I can't log in, I forgot email, password, or anything, that just shows that A, this game has no problem finding a game. This game is nowhere near dying, okay? I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not sponsored by Unmatched. But hey, Unmatched, if you want to, if you're willing to, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna accept it. So like, yeah, back to the video, I guess. For example, take a look at Splitgate. a game that everyone knew and was very popular at one time, especially on YouTube. But now, when looking for our recent content on YouTube, you can't find anything that has some actual views. And on Steam charts, the game experienced only numerical declines. While CSGO is doing completely fine, it's still top 1 game on the Steam charts. And still a lot of new content on YouTube that includes HVH. So why does everybody keep saying it's dead or at least dying? Well, that might be because of the retardation and many other health problems that CSGO cheaters have. Like they say the game is boring, retarded, broken, dead, and then proceed to play in the most boring, scummiest and retarded way possible for the next 9 hours like it's their 9 to fucking 5. The only thing that we can somewhat agree on is HVH dying YouTube-wise, but it's also a questionable thing to say. If something gets posted, it still gets the same amount of views it did before, which means that the interest in HVH is around the same as it was before. The only problem is with the lack of content. Like there is no longer a big content creator that keeps playing the game after they're done with recording. What am I even saying? There is almost no content creator that still makes CSGO cheating videos. The only exception is No Hyper, cause look, Deadpool lost or deleted his channel. Bia, thank to God, stopped doing content and hopefully left the internet after his exposure. Brutally got bored of the game and haven't posted for God knows how long. Dirt also stopped. Master Loser does vroom vroom loud content. Hermite also got banned. Tintin sadly got quiet a long time ago, and last time I saw him somewhere was on No Hyper Subathon, the first one. Tabzor's recent content is reviewing and showcasing some legendaries. Other than that, he moved on from CSGO and is trying his best at some other games. There's also Stevie that will make some stream from time to time, but his recent content is rust. Finally, there is Lucky, who said that in his opinion, HVH would be dead if all of the big content creators have stopped doing content.
What do you think would be the downfall of CSGO HVH or CSGO cheating in general? I think the downfall of HVH would be if like me, Deadpool, BHAP, and those people would stop making videos, because then it wouldn't bring attention and bring new players in.
And technically, he did stop. Now, his only focus HVH-wise that we know of is recording Lucky Charms. Those are really the only videos that he posted in the past 4 months. I feel like most people mistake their burnout with the game, that many of players agree with, for the game actually dying. For some reason their ego is so fucking big that they feel entitled to assume that the state of game by their own feeling. And the most funny thing about it is the fact that if they were to leave the community like they were saying they will, the game would be fucking dead. But it is like a fucking drug. She's be addicting like a fucking heroin. You keep trying to leave but you can't. You keep coming back thinking, shit, that does look like fun. Or shit, it was fun doing that, let's try it again. But just like with all of the drug addicts, there are some goldfish in the sea who manage to quit and live their best life. But why would they? Probably one of the most common reasons is the burnout. Let's be real here. HVH has nothing new to offer. It rarely has some major deal going on. Mostly it's just a cheat update that fixed some bugs or improved some shit. They could also potentially leave because of the exploits. Like quite literally, the worst thing that could potentially happen was a teleport. And it did fucking happen. This stupid ideality is probably the worst thing that happened to HVH in like forever. This shit made out unplayable and one-sided pretty quickly. Just imagine playing fucking Call of Duty and you both know your position. But the moment you get picked is the moment you die and you can't do shit about it cause this motherfucker teleports hits you in the fucking head. Truly broken and disgusting. So, in conclusion, HVH as a game mode is not dead. It may feel like that because of the lack of content and the fact that cheat devs got a little lazy over the time and players might constantly complain, which therefore doesn't help with the feeling, but you have no problem with fighting an actual full game. And according to Google Trends, HVH is at the same searching level as it was before. The only thing that may be dying is content creation. That's all for today, fellas. I hope that you did like this new type of content and style. I might stick with those type of videos that are related to cheating but aren't like gameplay videos. I'm not saying I won't do any gameplay, because I might do one at some point. But if you like it and is interested in what you saw, please subscribe, leave a like, join my Discord. Hopefully I see you in the next one.